Okay, the motor is scrubbed clean and back in there. And I find that this has a larger and heavier spring than the Garrard uses with the same size motor. Looks like the Japanese decided to improve it. Is what I would have done with that motor too. Everything else was good. Everything else cleaned up nice. There were no surprises. Everything's back together now, and I am fooling with a Thorens reproducer. This has actually never been on a machine before. Brand new in the box. One of several I bought years back for projects just like this. It actually matches the tonearm very well, but I have to work on the mount. Right now I have it wrapped in there to keep it in place with a little bit of rubber tape, special rubber tape. That'll hold it for now, but I got to do something better than that. I got to get a set screw in there. There's a spot for it, just there is no screw. But we'll take care of that. But for our purposes at the moment, it should work just fine. Let's test a slightly worn record, taking a chance on love. Swing away with Sammy K.
Taking a chance on love. Those happy-go-lucky 3K debts. Here I go again. I hear the trumpets blow again. All aglow again. Taking a chance on love. Here I slide again. About to take that ride again. Starry-eyed again. Taking a chance on love. I thought that cards were a frame-up I never would try. But now I'm taking the game up and the ace of hearts is high. Things are mending now. I see a rainbow blending now. We'll have a happy ending now. Taking a chance on love.
There we go. Well, the auto brake is working well on records of this era. For some unknown reason, it does not like the eccentric on the Victor Electrics, the early Victor Electrics. Not sure why, because they're very similar. I'm assuming this has to be adjusted for different kinds of eccentrics or none at all. I'm not really sure. But it is working on these, and this is a period correct record for this machine, or close to it. So, and this is something else you notice. This is not a felt. What this is pieces, fragments of felt threads, I guess you'd call it, or dust, blown onto the turntable with some glue on there, maybe stuck to it. That is not a one-piece removable felt on there. Not sure how that's to be repaired, but we're going to leave it alone because it's not actually causing any problems. What did we play? Did we play Cabin in the Sky? I don't think we did. This is Vaughn Monroe. Yeah, we played Sammy Kato last time. We'll play Vaughn Monroe this time. And that is Cabin in the Sky. We'll wind it up a little bit because I know small portable motors like this don't do well with worn records. So we'll give it a little extra boost. Make sure it plays through it. Even with a larger spring, it's still a small motor. There's a limit to how big you can make the spring on it. You can make it a little bit bigger, but not too much. And the funny thing was, I was looking on eBay, and there's somebody selling one of these with the Zenith name on it. That's nothing to do with the American Zenith company. They just stuck that name on there to sell it. Like I said, I don't know how they got away with the copyright infringements. And the seller wants some ridiculous amount of money for it. Thinks it's worth like $1,300 or $1,400. I don't know what it is. Which it's not. It's definitely not. These are not that rare. They're around in various names. Just this one happens to be this one, and I guess they just kind of made it up as they went along. Let's put a needle on there. Okay, whoops. And I am using the larger needles because this is a small horn in here. So, although it sounds pretty good for its size, and like the Victor 260, it's all wood. All wood construction. There's no metal in there at all except for the tone arm itself. There you go. Playing well with this. The original price, I guess, sometime in the 40s, early 50s, was $4.95. Good luck finding one that cheap today. Made in Switzerland by Thorens. These were sold as replacements to fit on a variety, any phonograph really of this type, or you know, even the old Victrolas, you could probably slide it on there. Set it with a little set screw and adjust the angle, and you were set to go. I opened it up, had a look inside, aluminum diaphragm. Very simple construction, very simple. It's basically 2 halves of a steel clamshell there. The needle bar attaches with 2 little screws, and a 3rd screw through the diaphragm, of course. There's a round rubber tube gasket on the back, and like a hard, almost like a cardboard or pressboard block type gasket in the front, which would never go bad. I had expected the tube gasket to be bad for sure, solid stone, but in fact it was fully pliable, like brand new. You would never know that this was probably 60, 70 years old, I don't know. But it's playing well, and I am inclined to leave it with this machine. I think I'm going to do that because it does match the patina, the tone arm very well, the color. So as soon as I rig up a set screw on that, so it doesn't move around, I don't have to worry about it moving around. And a little bit better on the tape, you know, acting as an isolator gasket. It's a very thick 2-sided rubber tape I put on there. It's working, but I want to trim it up and make it look a little neater. And there we go. There is the Japanese occupation, well, the U.S. occupation of Japan Japanese phonograph, let's put it that way. On Memorial Day, I would bet money that some G.I. Joe brought this home after the war. Maybe after Korea, don't know, either one. Or an awful lot of U.S. servicemen in Japan at that time, and this is obviously not a machine for export. So, you have to go there to get it. And there you go.